What's up, YouTube? This is Thunder King Ryan coming your way with my first deck of the September 2013 format. This is my first YugiTube video, so bear with me and see how I do. Secondly, I recently moved to college and left my mats at home, so I'm using this cutting board for now. Without further ado, I'm going to show you guys my Constellar deck. There's actually a funny story about this deck. I based it off of the top 64 Constellar video that I saw on YouTube, and I only saw one of them. Apparently that guy, Bernardo Miranda, was giving out a bunch of trolley fake deck profiles of his deck, and this is actually based on one of those fake ones. However, after testing this deck, while I thought it was the real deck, it actually turned out pretty well. And so, even though I now know it's fake, I'm still going with this deck because I still really like it. So, into the profile. For the Constellar monsters, I'm running 3 Constellar Pollux. That guy, he allows you to normal summon another Constellar monster, which is good because it can't get Veilered. I always laugh when people on like DevPro or Dueling Network, they Veiler my Pollux, and it doesn't matter because his effect, it's a passive effect, it can't be Veilered. Next one is 3 Constellar Kaus. This card allows me to go into rank 3s and rank 5s with my rank 4 Constellars. It's so much versatility in just this card, and then either a Pollux or an Algeidi, which is next. I play 3 of her, I think it's a girl. Allows you to special summon another Constellar monster. Makes it easy to go into rank 4s with Pollux or Kaus or whomever. Next, to round out the Constellars, are 3 Sombre, which free 1 card exceed. Same thing as Evil Swarm Kirkion. Good card. Really helps deck out. On for the Chaos variant, because that was the deck profile I saw and thought it was really cool because I like Chaos builds. I'm running a Doomcalibur Knight, which is, it's good and bad. I'm debating keeping this in, but I don't know what to take out for it. It's a level 4, you can exceed with it, and it's kind of effect negation. I really don't like this card where it is, but it's what I have right now. Next is 2 Tour Guide for more rank 3 plays. I can sit behind a Zenmaines and back row all day long. 2 Trag stops OTKs, which happened a lot last format, probably only still with Mermails and maybe 3 Axis if they get lucky. And then all those darks. In order to play my favorite card in the game, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy at the beginning. 2 more monsters. I have Honest for what's a staple in light decks. This card wins games. And then Bear in order to search for Tenki, which gets out Kaus, which makes your rank 5s. That's it for monsters. I'm running 20 monsters. On to spells. I'm running 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Rhoda to search Pollux, 2 Fire Formation Tenki in order to search Kaus, 2 Lance for back row hate, and 3 MST for more back row hate. 10 spells, and then my 10 traps are 1 of Bottomless, 1 of Compulse, 2 Fiendish Chain, more effect negation, 1 Mirror Force. Really don't like the card, but it really punishes noobs. 1 Warning, since I can't play Judgment. 1 Torrential. 2 Trap Stun. I love this card in this new format. Every back row heavy deck gets completely destroyed by when I go for game and chain a Trap Stun. It wins me so many games. And then my last tech in is Raigeki Break, which allows me to discard 1 and then just discard a card and then destroy a card on the field, which is great when I have like Doomcalibur and BLS in my hand, and BLS has been dead for a couple turns because I don't have any darks. So it allows me to get a dark in the graveyard and get BLS out and go for game. So 40 card main deck, 10 traps, 10 spells, 20 monsters. Onto my extra deck. I'm playing one Constellar Hyades, which allows me to change all monsters my opponent controls into face-up defense position, which is it's really good in the right situation, and yeah, that's why I play it. I play 2 Constellar Omega because it's such a back row format, and you can just summon this and just run into things all day long without any worry about back row. Love it. This is almost as good as Pleiades in my opinion, but it's like, it's Constellar's version of Infestation Pandemic, which it makes his deck so much better. 2 Pleiades. It's a compulse on feet now that compulses. Limited, we get 4 more uses. 1 Ptolemy M7 because it goes over your used up Constellars, and it's just a big beat stick, and it allows you to get like a Sombre out of your graveyard so you can go off again. That's it for the Constellar Exceeds. Next for my rank 3s, play Leviair. Love this card. These plays are so broken and so good. A Leviathan, which is my go-to if I'm not going defensive. I tour guide into this. Just often I'll tour guide into this, detach 1, get 500 more attack, and then special summon BLS with all the Constellars in my grave, and then that tour guide I just detached. Great. Zenmaines for defense. Sit behind that all day with back row. Rank 4s, I'm running Abyss Dweller, because Mermails and Dark Worlds are a thing. Maestroke gets over Ophion. Another defensive if I can't go for Zenmaines. Paladynamo, which wins games in a different way. It's a floater. It let me draw a card once it gets destroyed, and it's got its uses. It's very utilitarian. Next for rank 5s, I'm running Adreus for my 1 Eradicator in my side deck. I play Volcasaurus. Obvious reason, it's a great rank 5, and it allows me to go for plays with my lone rank 7 Gaia Dragon. That rounds out my extra deck. I don't have a Cowboy yet. I want one. I'm probably gonna get one in the Blaster Tin. I don't know what to take out for it. It's not sure. So that'd be a good thing to tell me in the comments. And onto my side deck. Newly limited Thunder King. 2 Maxis for obvious reasons. Maxi is just a great side card. 2 Skullmeisters. I love this card. Against Mermails, it's great. Against Dark Worlds, it's great. And it's a dark hand trap, which makes it very easy for me to go for BLS. Shits on Mermails all day long. Defissure, again for Mermails. 2 Night Beam, back row hate. Divine Wrath. It's another card like Raigeki Break, but it negates and destroys a monster effect rather than just destroying. Just gets a dark in my graveyard for BLS. An Eradicator for Adreus. All those decks that run spells and traps. Soul Drain, again, Mermails, Dark Worlds, anything that goes in the graveyard. Phoenix, Wind Blast, same as Divine Wrath and Raigeki Break. Discard a card, get a dark in the graveyard, and it's utilitarian. I can return something to the top of the deck, which is really good and really utilitarian. And to round it out, I'm running 3 Mind Crush for any deck that searches, since now Thunder King is limited, and I can't cover that niche with Thunder King. So thanks for looking at my deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me thoughts, feedback, anything I can do to change it. I'm going to be playing this on Sunday the 1st at my new locals in Philly. So, yeah. Thunder King Ryan, peace and out.